Halloween, everybody. Don't know what the is wrong with me. Okay, so I am a Asian. Oh, I don't want to make fun of that race, but I am a Chinese ninja. Okay, so we're gonna have a mukbang together, and we're going to eat cottage cheese. Okay, with some Ritz crackers and Crystal Light. I could not breathe under this thing. Here's my Crystal Light. But let me let you guys see this up close. Here's my outfit. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween. Alright, let's eat. I can't eat with this mask on. Alright. Let me see if I can push it. Okay, let's do it this way. We're going to eat like this. Oh! Oh my god. Okay, let's take this shit off. Okay, my head hurts now. Oh my god, I cannot believe I just did that on camera. Guys, I bought this so long ago. See, now it's just slowly flashing. It's slowly flashing. And then this is what the inside looks like. And now it's super flashing. But I bought this so long ago, you can put it in your pocket and then you can walk around with it. I bought it for my nephew. He was kind of scared of it the time I bought it for him. And then this came straight from the Philippines. Jama brought it for me. They use this when they're in the rice field. You wear it like this, and then you have your little hat. So, anyways, I was like, what am I going to be? So, happy Halloween, guys. I know a lot of you kids are in school right now, but y'all get to go trick-or-treating tonight. Let me tell you guys my first Halloween experience. Let me tell you a ghost story. But first, let me tell you what I was for Halloween, the only time I got to go. Okay. So I grew up in a religious home. Oh, let me say grace. Dear God, bless us free, bless this time in Jesus' name, amen. And here I am praying, and then I'm talking about an evil holiday. Okay, so you know I grew up in a religious house, right? We weren't allowed to do Halloween, right? So, so my mom never would let us go trick-or-treating with any of our friends. We weren't allowed to do anything. I'll call her back. So my mom was like, am I cursed? A baby cursed. So my mom was like, no, you can't go. So we would always do a trunk or treat. So people would back their cars up at the church, and you would go around and get candy that way. Sorry. So that was really what we were only allowed to do. I still can't believe I dropped food in my shirt. That's so embarrassing. Excuse me. So anyways, we were allowed to do that, or we would go to a harvest party at the church with like hot dogs and hamburgers and like music and hayride and whatever, right? So this one year, my best friend William and his mom, who let him go out trick-or-treating every year, was like, it was her, she was going to have me, my parents were going out of town or going on some trip or something. And so she was our babysitter. She was watching us. I think I was like 12 or 13. I don't remember. And we went on a trip. We hanged out together, and she was watching us, and it was Halloween night. It was October 31st. It was Halloween. And the whole day we were like, I love Mrs. Harlow. I need to call her. We went to Goodwill. Walmart, Joanne Fabrics, because we were like, okay, so my brother and William, because of course they're like into army and all that Civil War stuff, right? And I'm like, I don't really want to do that. So they both went as army men, right? With all their stuff, right? With their little fake handgun and makeup for the marks and then everything, right? The helmet, the old Civil War helmets, and they were wearing green, and they went as that. And then back then we would use pillowcases to hold our candy in. That's how old we were, right? So I was like, what could I do? So at the time, Big Mama's House with Martin Lawrence just came out, right? And this was Madea was there, but Madea wasn't really big. We knew about her plays, but she wasn't that big. Tyler Perry was not that big at the time. No men in Hollywood would wear a dress except Martin Lawrence because he did all that Shanika and all that different stuff from his Shanae. He would do all those characters from the Martin Show. If you young kids are watching, y'all don't know what I'm talking about, YouTube it. It's all up there, or watch it on Netflix, or watch it on whatever app has it, right? And they still play it on BT early in the morning. This had to be 2001. 2001, 2002. I got to see what year it came out. And we lived in a small town, right? Super small. Everyone, you could walk everywhere. Our town was like, what movie would our town be like? Our movie was like Everwood, Smallville, all those Lifetime type of movies you see. Not Lifetime, Hallmark movies. Our town was like Gilmore Girls. Our town was like Gilmore Girls. Our town was just like that. You knew the governor, the police officers, everybody. So anyways, me and William's mother, Mrs. Harlow, who I call like a mom, we put me on a pink shawl. That was hers. An old granny wig like he wore in the movie. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. Give me a minute. Let me find it for you so I can tell you what I look like. And boobies. I had boobies. I had a bra on. At the time I didn't. I was skinny, guys. So I had to wear padded stuff. 2 pillows were here. 2 couch pillows. Big Mama's House. Oh my God, hold on. Big, B-I-G, big. Oh wait, they brought it up. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a picture. I went as this, guys. This is who I went as. Oh my God, how do I show you her better? Hold on, let me go to imaging. I went as this lady for Halloween. I went just like that. And that's Martin Lawrence in the movie. I had the wig, I had the dress on, I had the butt pads, because I had no butt when I was little. And I walked around the street as Big Mama's House, and you would just see my butt waddle like this. It just waddle. It looked like I had a big wet diaper on. That's what it looked like. And everyone was laughing. My brother laughed. William laughed. Mrs. Harlow laughed. Her husband laughed. So we went down all these different streets, and we went trick-or-treating, and we got a lot of candy. And then we came by the fire department that knew us. We came by the police station. We went by the police's. These are people's houses. That's what I meant. So they saw us. They were like, what are you guys doing here? Your mom don't let you trick-or-treat. I'm like, well, we were being babysat by Mrs. Harlow. She took us. They're like, that's smart. And then we went by our mailman. He was super cool. I had a crush on his daughter. That's how I know I'm straight. For all the people who say I was gay, I knew I was straight. I had crushes on a lot of girls, and I dated a lot of my crushes. But anyways, that's besides the point. But his daughter looked like Christina Aguilera. She was so pretty, but she's dead now. She died. I'll have to tell you guys that story too. And it was just really cool. And then we did that, and we came back home. We went because she was watching us at our house, and my parents went to some dance or something with my dad's job, and my sisters. They went to go cater it. That's what my mom did. My mom and my older brother and sisters, they would cater events and make good money from it. And then me and Micah, my brother, I said his name, sorry. But we loved it because they would bring the food home and we would eat it because they would bring us whatever was left over. And I'm telling you, like big pans of like ravioli, mac and cheese, steak, chicken, pasta, whatever it was, salads. I mean, they brought home a lot of good food for us. And we would eat on that for weeks because it was so much food. And I'm telling you, I was a skinny kid. We didn't really eat like that. So anyways, how am I at 10 minutes already? This clock be going fast. So that's what we did. We had fun. We got to keep the candy. My mom wasn't really happy, but she didn't really care because she didn't find out until like the next day or something because she watched us overnight. So she didn't really care. She just said whatever. And we never went again. We never were allowed to go again. Cut to, we lived in an old farmhouse, but it was so pretty. The way that they kept it up, it was so pretty. Let me see if I can show you guys my house. Hold on, let me see. I'll have to do another video about that. I'll have to do another video and show you guys. I'll have to get it all so I'm not looking, having it ready and putting it up for you guys. It wasn't like old run down and stuff. It was a really pretty house. And it was built after the last bad tornado that hit in 1996 in Ohio that destroyed the owner's house before because we bought it from this family. And they built the house this way so it could outstand a tornado. And they built a basement that was made of concrete. So anyways, my brother and me would play a lot. We play outside a lot. We play inside a lot. We really didn't go to the basement because for our punishment one time, our sister locked us down in the basement in our underwear and it was cold and it was freezing. And she told us there were people down there. And that terrified me and my brother for years. We were scared of the dark for years because she did that. But she's apologized since then. But anyways, we didn't like when she babysat. So anyways, So this night, this was way later. This was when I'm in my teens already. I'll never forget. I was upstairs by myself. I think I was home alone. I think this was the first time my mom left me home alone. My brother had a doctor appointment. I didn't really want to go. William and his mom were supposed to be picking me up later on that day. They left mad early, 7 a.m. in the morning. And William and his mom weren't coming until about 9 or 10, right? So, because he had to finish his homeschooling for the day. So anyways, I remember I kept hearing a knocking noise. Coming from the basement. And I'm like, oh, heck no, I'm not going down there by myself. But I'm like, I want to know who this is, right? And my mom watched a lot of the forensic files, and that guy's voice to this day still creeps me and my brother out because she would watch it late at night, and we lived in the farms, and a lot of the stories were about people living by themselves off some farm, down some dark street, and it just really freaked us out as we were little kids. We would plug our ears when we would be home with her because she'd be watching it and we'd be getting nightmares. And it was always about someone breaking in and murdering the whole family and not being found for weeks because it was so isolated. And I'm like, shoot, we so isolated. We were 30 minutes out of town. So I was like, what the heck? Anyway, I was so scared to go to the basement by myself, right? So what I did was the dog was not allowed in the house. Joy was not allowed in the house. I said, yeah, I let her in the house. And me and her both went to the basement. She starts barking. I'm like, what do you see? What do you see? What do you see? And then I promise you not. I'm not even bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting. I promise you not. I see a spirit, right? I'm at the last step. I start about to step and go to the right. The last step to the right. Because that was the game room where my mom and dad had ping pong table. We had pool. It was all concrete, so we would skate in there a lot with our roller skates. It was it was so nice. It was such a nice basement after my parents remodeled it, right? It was such a nice basement. There was a TV down there, a furnace. We used to eat down there and stuff during the holidays. If we lost electricity, we'd be okay. So anyways, I'm not lying to you guys. I see a figure walk right by me, and just goes in that room. And my dog Joy is growling. She's the sweetest dog. Never, ever did anything to anybody. She was such a sweet dog. She never growled. She never bit anyone. She just was so calm, and everyone loved her. So she growls at this person, whoever it was, and they just walked right by me, and they went into the other room. I followed them like a stupid idiot, like you see in the horror movies, and the black people always die in the movies first because they want to know who it is. So I'm like, well, hell, I live here. I need to see who it is. So I go into the laundry room where the spirit went, right? And the laundry room was nothing but concrete, right? And we had tables in there, and there was a window, and then the washer and dryer was there, and then a tub, right? And for whatever reason, there were always little daddy long legs, like little spiders in there and stuff that freaked me out. I hated our laundry room. And then my mom had a pantry on the side that had like extra diapers and extra different stuff, because I think my brother was still in them, I think. Or was I? I don't know. Anyway, someone was still in diapers. I don't remember. They were just Huggies diapers there. And then there was a bunch of like linen and bedding and sheets and pillow cases and whatever, right? So I remember looking around there, and I looked behind the water heater, and I looked over here, and I'm just like looking, because I'm like, hello. I keep saying hello, like someone's going to answer me. And then I see the person run out the room, like a big wind pushes past me. And I know it was wind because the thing in the middle, the light to come on, was swinging back and forth really, really fast. The chain, and it will only do that if someone pulls it really fast to turn on the lights. And it was swinging back and forth. And then my dog is still with me. She's growling. The person, whoever it was, I see the spirit again, go past me, slam the door, and run up the stairs. Like, that's what I hear, right? So I'm like, oh, hell no. So I run out of there. I'm going up the stairs, and I'm starting to see wet marks. And I'm like, I was like, wait. And I'm like looking at my foot, and I'm looking at the dog's foot, trying to think, wait, why are there watermarks going up each 9 steps or whatever it was? So then I'm like, wait. In my head, I'm just like, dude, am I seeing things? I'm on no medication, nothing. I'm just like, what? So then I'm like looking at this watermark go upstairs, right? And our basement used to flood all the time. But this time it didn't flood. So I'm like, what the is this? And so I'm going upstairs. And then I get upstairs. I get up to the kitchen area. We have linoleum on the floor, right? Really pretty floor. So you see watermark, all the way to the front door. And I'm like, what the hell? And then the front door is locked. So I'm like, no one left the house. The front door is locked, and the back door to the garage is locked. The sliding door is locked. So I'm like, the watermark stopped at the front door. So I open the front door. And we never, on our farm, and a lot of people do this up north, you never use your front door because people always come in between your garage or your sliding door. You really do not use your front door when you live on the farm. You really don't. And you do leave your house unlocked back then. You really did. Life was so much safer back then. I mean, I know there were crimes, but that was more in the city. In the country, there really was not. But I locked the front door this day because, my mom locked the front door because I was home alone and she didn't want someone to kidnap me. She didn't know what was happening. But anyways, so I open the front door. I go out on the porch. I see the watermarks again, and then they go into the front yard, and I don't see it no more. And I was thinking, like, for whatever reason, I'm like, I wonder if someone died in this house. So come to find out, before we bought the house, the mother-in-law died in the basement. She had a heart attack and she died in the basement. They don't know what happened. They just heard a scream, a thud, and they ran downstairs and she was dead, stiff on the floor. And I'm like, so back then, if you wanted to see records of people, right, you'd have to go to the library, sit on this big old laptop or computer, how they had it back then, and push up to see the person, or scroll up with with the mouse. And I saw her face and I said, that was her. And my mom said, what do you mean that was her? I'm like, Mom, I saw her spirit. I promise you, I'm not even lying. And then she's like, well, we need to bless the house. We need to have a priest come. Like, she literally flipped out because she was like, she would hear things too when she'd be doing laundry in the laundry room by herself late at night when we would be asleep after she got us to sleep. And she would hear things and think it was us and be like, very funny boys, and it wouldn't be us. And she would just be like, wait, what? Or my dad would be coming home from work and he would see something run across this driveway and think it's the dog, but the dog would be asleep. Or my sisters would hear stuff outside their bedroom window, knocking on the window, and there's nothing out there. There's no branches. So I'm just like, oh, great. So I'm not going insane. And to this day, we still don't know if she's still there because the last time I saw her was right before we moved to Florida. And she was sad because we were selling the house. And I said, well, you can haunt the new family. You ain't coming with us. I said, nope. Nope. We left everything behind. We didn't bring nothing to Florida because, sometimes spirits will attach themselves to stuff. I do believe in that. I do. I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in spirits. I'm telling you right now. But she wasn't mad. She wasn't a bad spirit. It was just like she wanted us to know she was there, And I told the story about my grandma's ghost being, or her spirit being in this house still. It's still here. I smell the food and I see her. I've told that story. And it's funny because the night before my grandpa died, right? The night before he died, and I didn't even know he was going to die. I went to sleep that night, and in my dream, it was me and my friend Vanita. Shout out to you, Vanita. We were sitting watching TV. Grandpa was in the bed, and Grandpa gets up out of his bed, right? He pulls on his favorite checkered shirt that he wore with his khaki pants, and he grabs his Bible, and he touches my shoulder and says, "Thank you, I'm at peace, and I love you." And he walked out the door just like that. And he was super, super young, and he looked so good. And then the next day he died. Like, that's literally how I saw it, just like that. And so the day that he died, I told Vanita that morning, because he was fine that morning. And I told her, and she's like, he told me he was okay. Like, it's okay. Like, you guys can let me go. And he died. So, I don't know. But I haven't seen my ex-girlfriend, and I've not seen my brother yet in my dream. Like, I don't know why. I don't know if their souls are not at rest yet, or I don't know. I just feel like God won't bring them to me yet. Like, I just have not had them in my dream right now. It's weird. I haven't had closure on their death. I wonder if that's what the problem is. I haven't had closure yet. And so as soon as I get closure, then maybe they would come to me and tell me they're okay. Because my grandpa came and told me he was okay. He did. He said, "Matthew, I'm okay." Same with my grandma. When my grandma died, she said, "I'm okay." So I'm like, I wonder why my brother and my ex-girlfriend have not came to me yet and told me they're okay. But anyways, guys, that's my boring ghost stories. If you guys like it. And that's going to be my costume for today. A green mask. And it's going to be this mask. And it's going to be the Chinese hat like that. That's going to be me, right? That's what I'm wearing for Halloween. Not that I'm even going trick-or-treating. I ain't doing crap like that. I'm too old for trick-or-treating. I would go to a costume party or something like that and drink. Shoot. You guys don't know how bad I want to start drinking, but I won't do it because my birth mother was an alcoholic. Nope. Kids, don't drink or smoke. Hey, it's a little too late to tell people not to smoke. A lot of people vape. That's another story. That's another question, actually, I want to tell you guys, but I'll tell you tomorrow or probably Sunday, guys. So my new scheduling for my YouTube videos, if anyone cares, is whenever my parents are out of the house, they're out every Wednesday, and then they're out every other Thursday for therapy, right? So that's going to be my posting days. Oh, and Sundays. So then when I start working at Disney, my posting days will probably be definitely Sunday morning, definitely Monday morning or Tuesday morning, or right before I go to work, I'll try to post. So I'll show you guys like maybe the outside of Disney. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but I love you. I don't know when I'm shooting that video with my son because he's so caught up in his girlfriend right now. He doesn't. It's cool. It's that age. It happened. So I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Please like this video. Please tell me what your ghost stories were, or if you've ever met a spirit before. And please tell me what you're doing for Halloween. I love you guys. Bye-bye. Go get you some cottage cheese. We finished. We have cottage cheese and a cracker. All right. I love you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do the Krabby Patty from Wendy's and give you my honest opinion because I don't really eat meat like that. And then with the recall on the onions, I don't even know if they're going to make the burger anymore because one person has died from the onions and the other people have ended up sick. So I don't know, but I'll let you guys know. I would love to order it on camera and tell you guys when it comes, but I don't know how to put the videos together because I don't have iMovie anymore. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye. Happy Halloween.